Thank you so much. Excited to be here. Excited
Yeah.
to chat today and unpack everything that's happening in AI and advertising.
Yeah. No, it's super exciting. Let's just jump in. And the first question that I want to toss out there, everyone knows that OpenAI's ad platform is eminent, or I believe it's eminent. Like it has to happen. So you're someone who's at the intersection of this innovation and technology in advertising and in LLMs. And I wanted to get your perspective on what OpenAI is working on. And, is it going to be some kind of Google AdSense moment when this launches? Like that product was an enormous success for Google in terms of like, let's say revenue, but it also was an enormous success for marketers. It opened the door for them to buy inexpensive keywords that really drove, I think, the expansion of many, many internet success stories from very early days of its inception. What do you think?
Absolutely. I think that we'll see the same thing emulated with OpenAI in just a much bigger scale, much bigger scope. I think OpenAI will be the biggest advertising business in world history we've seen so far. And I think in the same way, it will benefit in a big part all the advertisers, especially the entry level, less sophisticated advertisers, because of the nature of ChatGPT with the long tail of prompts and conversations, right? You're not constrained to only a few keywords, but actually where you have very long prompts and you're able to target very long tail conversations, very random stuff. And so that enables the flourishing of small businesses that are very, very niche, that are able to capture a lot of value and to reach the customers, people that they want to serve. And so absolutely, I think as much as there's some challenges for OpenAI to start an ad business, they will do it. They have the means and the talent to do it, and this will happen. And I think it's happening very shortly. Nobody knows the exact time frame. I think that also fluctuates. They might not even know themselves just because of market dynamics, but it will happen very soon, right? And marketers need to be ready. And so we operate in an adjacent space where we're doing the same thing, but for the independent AI ecosystem, keeping it vibrant. And for sure, there's ChatGPT, but there's other players outside of them. And so we serve players that don't have hundreds of millions of users, but that individually have millions of users. And so aggregating those guys and then helping them monetize while they build a great product, right? I'm calling here from Silicon Valley, where the Valley wants to save the world with their AI. Now they can give it away for free, or they can make it cheaper and subsidize their experience. And so I think in that extent, that will benefit us, right? Actually, the day that OpenAI launches ads, I think that will be the best thing for us, where every marketer in the world, every agency in the world will have a mandate to advertise within LLMs. And so just like today, you have the walled gardens and the open web, and I think that will be the same thing for us.
Yeah, I agree. I have so many thoughts, but I'm going to refrain from speaking too much, at least during this part. I want to hear from you. And I think our audience want to hear from you too. So I guess the next, I think, obvious question that most people would have, and even I had when we first talked, is like, tell us a little bit more about like how it works, the user experience. Like, how do you put the ads into a chat experience?
Yeah.
Like, some people are I actually look pretty closely at the Perplexity experience of there's some understanding out there of like how it works, but I think most people aren't familiar with it at all. So yeah, explain us like how it works.